What is up, guys? Aaron here, Curls in the Rack, back again with another video, and this time it is going to be on the Tadpole DIY version of the Bullfrog from Sorinex. Now, I went ahead and made this, and this is basically for everybody that doesn't have $300 to go get the Bullfrog. I thought, well, I could probably make it, and I'll show you exactly what I did to make mine, and I think you'll be pretty pleased with it. First of all, I put this on Instagram, so I'll go ahead and roll that footage so you can see that it actually works pretty well, and then I'll get to all the pieces that I used to make this. Okay, so let's go ahead and run through all the pieces that I used to make this. Now, I already had these pieces laying around, so don't fact check me on this, but my guess is this stuff is going to cost you about $60 to make this thing. But hopefully, if you see the video and you notice some things that you have laying around your place, like a cross member or, you know, some extra poles or whatever, you can sort of get an idea from this video and take it from there and do whatever you want to do. So I'll start with the pad. Now, the pad is something I've used before in some of my other DIY projects, like the pull down seat and the calf raise machine. So I went ahead and just used that pad because I had laying around. Now, I am in no way, shape, or form a super crafty technical person. I just wanted something that was going to work, and this worked pretty well. It's vinyl on the outside and then foam pad on the inside. If you go to my other video, you can see exactly what vinyl I used, and I'll link it up here in the description. And then it is a 2x6 underneath here. I adhered everything, and then you basically just staple the vinyl all around. Now, it pins here, and I thought it'd be kind of cool to be able to move it in different places, which is, the Bullfrog doesn't do that, so I thought that added some extra versatility here. And this bracket is actually just one I got from Home Depot. You can get these for 4x4 posts for putting up fences and stuff like that. It works fine. It's not the thickest metal, but it doesn't really matter because all the force is going to be driven right through here. So I basically screwed that guy into the bottom of here, into the 2x6, and it was good to go. And the next piece that I've used in a lot of my DIY projects before is a cross member that I had laying around that I had cut so that I could do my calf raise machine. I just took this, put it on here. These are 5/8 bolts, nuts, locking washers, and washers on the back side of this part. This piece right here is a bracket that you can get actually from Rogue Fitness. I'm sure other companies have them as well, but I just happen to have these ones. You're not going to see them on the website, but if you put in a special request and you can get it a la carte, they'll make up a special order for you, and then you can order them. Obviously, I'm using the pop pins for everything else to secure it to the rack, and then basically it functions the same way as the Bullfrog would. Now, the hardest part in doing this is making these holes on an angle, but I'm going to show you guys exactly how I did it to make it a little easy for you. Okay, so for demonstration purposes, I'm going to pretend that this is your upright or your cross member, okay? What you're going to do is you're going to take this guy and you're going to put some sort of masking tape, painter's tape, whatever, so that we can mark it, right? Then you're going to take this guy and you're going to pin it. We're going to pretend this is the hole right here. That's going to be the pivot point. That one is not going to be changed up. So we're going to be moving on an angle like this, okay? So all you have to do is, once you have that up, and it's going to be a little bit more difficult because you're going to have to hold it. You know, I have gravity. This is sitting on top. It's a little bit simpler, but put this guy at the top of the hole. Swing this guy out. And then go around to the other side. And you should give yourself a guide. So as you can see, that is the arc that it's going to swing on. And that is the easiest way to then go ahead and say, okay, I'm going to have a 5/8 hole here, then I'm going to have one here, and then I'm going to have one here. And just make sure that when you drill, and I will recommend that you definitely use a drill press. Now you can do this manually, but if you're going to do it manually with a drill, 5/8 bit, I would mark both sides, because chances are, unless you come down exactly straight and you're off a tiny bit, it is going to go through the first hole. It's not going to come out the other side. They need to be exact. So if you have a drill press, please use a drill press. It's the easiest way to do it. Plus, it's not going to take you forever to drill with a hand drill. So that is basically the hardest part of this, and is getting that arc on there. All right, guys, that's all I have for the video today. Thank you for watching, and hopefully if you are like me and you don't have $300 to spend on the Sorinex Bullfrog pad, which is a really cool product, and kudos to them for coming up with it. It's awesome. But if you don't have the money like me, this is another option for you. Also, on the next video, I'm probably going to be getting into some welding stuff. So I said I was going to be stepping up my DIY game this year, and I've been going through all the practicing with the welds before I actually start on the real project. So I think you're going to like what I come up with on the next video, and then I'll just keep it progressing from there. So more to come. Feel free to subscribe, and until next time, peace.